Yeah, read the title. I did. I do a show called Rendell's Ravings. It's a podcast that comes out every Tuesday. And the last one I did just. I was having a weird day. I'd been seeing a lot of bullshit on the web. It's like, okay, I'm gonna pick one. And I probably picked the most awful one to do. There's a guy, I'm not gonna bother and look it up. You go look it up yourself. Go look at the sites. Go all the links there. I'll put the Rendell's Raving thing on there. It's the first one. Go click it yourself. Um, I read a story where an 81-year-old man from a retired auto worker from Ohio has been, I guess, fingered as a Nazi. Okay, and here's the thing that just set me off. Um, he was a guard at a concentration camp. And this guy, they interviewed one of the survivors of the camp. He's like, well, my thought is, justice should be done, or some phrasing like that, saying that in his wings, saying, well, go ahead, get him. Justice needs to be served. And I'm like, well, why? I don't know. Now, yes, I know a lot of people are going to look at me funny. Believe me, I got somebody really bitching at me. Um, I post these when I post this. I post because I don't. Most people don't know about Podomatic or go read it. Um, I post it in LiveJournal. I post it on the FBC site, which is the radio station online that I broadcast it live on, and I put it on Facebook. And a lady whose live journal I've been watching when I remember there is a live journal. I haven't checked her live journal in quite a while, but nothing against her. I haven't checked anybody's live journal in quite a while. I don't go to it much anymore. It's just one of those things where things got out of control. It was like, yay, I got a friends list. Everybody's right here. And oh, hey, there's somebody else. Hey, I might want to track them. They look kind of cool. These. I ended up with a friends list just completely stupidly huge. So now, of course, I don't look at it because I can't ever find anything. But I found her. I can't remember who found her. I want to say Maylind found her. I don't remember how. We were probably just surfing LiveJournal. It's like, okay, stupid journal. Okay, next. Click. Okay, stupid journal. Okay, next. Here's one. And we just kind of passed it around. It was like, hey, read this. It might be kind of fun. And so we did that. And I started reading, and it was the lady was in, I'll just say the military. I don't know what branch. She was in service in Iraq. And I read it, and part of it was, yeah, it's the war thing. It's kind of neat to be seeing somebody posting it live. But what I liked was that she cared for the area around her. She was looking at the Babylonian ruins and taking pictures of them, and she's got a cat thing, which I do too. So of course she'd post little videos of the local cats or pictures of the local cats, and I just gush all over them because I like them. I think they're cute. Then she came home, and she started having post-traumatic stress disorder, and just really, I mean it. I still worry about her when I think about her. I'm not gonna lie and say I think about her all the time. I don't. I don't even know her. But when I do think about her, I do worry about her, and I hope she's doing better. But she came on, and the way that I do this is I do my show and then I write up this little thing, this little blurb, and it's like basically explaining my thoughts on the show, sometimes maybe squeezing a thought in that didn't make it. And it just all hit. It was like the stupidity cap had peaked. You know? Yes, World War II was evil. Yes, the Nazis were bad. And yes, it's 55 years later, and fuck if you're ever going to forget it. And it's annoying. You know, why can't we show Vietnam like this? Why can't we show the Balkan War like this? Why can't we show the Gulf War like this? You know, aside from what was on cable TV. World War II is like the only war that just will not get out of our face. And the way I put it in here, I put two things in here that I should have known were going to get me a response. One is basically saying, when are the people ever going to get over it? And I didn't word that right, because she really ripped me on that one. That's true. I mean, she should have. So, what I meant was, and what I got across in the podcast was, yes, I understand, you know, you've gone through this, you've done this horrible thing. Yes, this is going to scar you for the rest of your life. Does it have to be reminded to everyone? Do we have to keep hearing about it? And I posted a response to her. And I said, you know, I agree. I don't think individual people, I think I worded that wrong, that individual people probably shouldn't be forced to get over it. However, it'd be nice if the rest of us would. And the example I used is, everybody has a tragedy, you know. It's for the Jews, it was the Holocaust, you know. I'm sure everybody has one, but seems to be that one that we just keep getting thrown in our face. And I put a suggestion to her. I said, do you think 55 years from now, or from it, which would be 2056, do you think there's still going to be people, survivors of well, yeah, they do have survivors of the 9/11 crash, survivors or relatives of, you know, do you think they're still going to be pointing around to people and yelling terrorist in the year 2056? I certainly hope not. I hope not. Because then the world will just be complete shit. So, the other thing was saying that she thought, and yeah, I was overly sarcastic in this, saying that the Nazis weren't bad. Yeah, they were, okay? Yeah, I concede this. And yes, I was being overly sarcastic when I made the point. It's like, oh, well, they, you know, everybody knows they eat babies and do whatever. I was being stupid. But I was just coming off of almost an hour-long rant, so I think I have that in my favor. But my complaint is, whenever I've seen or heard this Nazi person, this, you know, terrorist person, this person, it's immediately followed by an example of what they did. I have no example for this guy. Granted, I didn't do my homework. I didn't look into it any further than the one article. But anybody who's read these articles knows this. One article is usually all you need. Especially if it's, I mean, take Saddam Hussein. Granted, this guy isn't on that level, but how many Nazis are there left? You know, they gotta do it, you know, with him, or they aren't going to do it. So, you know, he was saying, oh, he was the butcher of this, he was that of that. We never got rid of it. So if it wasn't there for him, could it be he just had the wrong uniform? I don't know. You know, maybe I'll get blasted for this too, but hey, I know I asked for it, but I don't know. I think I was stupid, and I think people just generally are maintaining to be stupid, so we'll just call it even.